Hello, everybody, and welcome in on this Thanksgiving Eve. We are now, approaching Thanksgiving. I'm sure many of you probably looking forward to it, getting ready to have the wonderful feast. Maybe you're even doing some traveling today too, and trying to figure out how soon you need to get to the airport. We've got you covered with all of those answers, all of those stories. So I love to be transparent over here. So we kind of just changed some things up. So forgive me if I'm all over the place, but I'm looking all over the place today, just trying to make sure I know what I'm doing. And there it is. Oh, we got my name right there. So hopefully you won't see my name get stuck there all day because I'm trying to figure out how to do it. But let's get into some of these stories that we are staying on top of at this hour, because one of our breaking stories from this morning was about a manhunt in Coweta County. So we want to get you caught up on that and get you into your top stories for the day. So I want to show you this picture that was released to us by the Coweta County Sheriff Police Department, I should say. And this is going to show you who they are looking for. Let's get that one right there. Okay, so we actually have this on the website, AtlantaNewsFirst.com. It appears that I may not have the correct picture here, but they have released an image of the murder suspect that they are searching for right now. That manhunt is underway. And it's been going on really since last night. Authorities believe he's in the area of Highway 154 and Allison Lane in Sharpsburg. Now, law enforcement is asking you to avoid this area, but in the event you come across somebody, you see somebody who looks like that person that they're looking for, again, we do have that image for you on the front page of our website. You want to check that out so you know who you're on the lookout for. Now, this comes after a deadly shooting at a home on Halo Trace Road, and deputies say when they got there, they found a woman who was dead, and they believe the suspect ran off into the woods behind the house. Atlanta News First got a chance to speak with a man who claims that he is the suspect's father, and he tells us that his son shot his wife and took off running. The Georgia Bureau of Investigation and U.S. Marshals are helping with this search. But again, if you have any information, you can call the Coweta County Sheriff's Office or you can call Crime Stoppers. And remember, you can remain anonymous. Now, another story that we are watching right now is a developing one. But at 9 o'clock, Atlanta News First was able to obtain the body camera footage that was released from the Atlanta Police Department regarding the tasing death of Johnny Holman. Now, you may remember him by the name. You may remember him as the Atlanta Deacon who was tased and then died at the scene of a traffic stop. Let's get you caught up here because this is one of those stories that, again, not just big here in Atlanta, but seems to be, big as well when we're talking about the headlines that are making, or the stories that are making headlines, I should say, here in and around Atlanta, but also nationally. This is just one of those stories that seem to hit home in a way. So here he is. This is the man, Mr. Johnny Holman. I've been waiting for some time for the video to be released. Now, we've chosen not to show the actual video here on the First Alert desk because throughout the day we're going to be releasing more and more on our airwaves. But that is Mr. Holman's daughter right there. And she says that she is quite devastated. She got a chance to look at this video for herself yesterday before it was released to the public. But the Fulton County District Attorney's Office gave us a copy of it, and we're looking through it. We're going to have a full report on that body cam footage on Atlanta News First at noon, so in just about 45 minutes or so. But to remind you of that backstory, Deacon Johnny Holman died back in August after an altercation during a traffic stop. The involved officer in all of this, Kieran Kimbrough, has been fired. Now, his friends and family have been calling for justice and transparency since then. And the video just being released today to the public, but his daughter again says she saw it in its entirety yesterday, and she says she will never be able to stop thinking about this. I will tell you this, I have not sat down and actually watched the entire thing, but I did watch just bits and pieces of it. It's unfortunate, but in that video, as the police department has claimed, he was agitated. They said that he seemed to resist in a way against the officer, Officer Kimbrough, who in this situation. So again, once we get more of that on our website and on our free Atlanta News First app, check it out so that you can, develop your thoughts about it and whatnot, because this will be one of those stories that we'll continue to talk through for the days to come. All right, let's get you to some other stuff. How about American Airlines? We've been telling you about the heavy holiday travel season is upon us right now. Well, thankfully, there won't be a strike happening as you're trying to get out of town today or trying to get back to Atlanta. But American Airlines flight attendants, they say that they want to go on strike. And it should not interfere your plans this weekend. But on Monday, the company's flight attendants union actually sent a letter out to the government agency. And that letter mediates contract disputes. This is asking for permission to strike. So again, they're trying to get permission to strike. They say that they want to strike, but right now it doesn't seem like that's going to be something that happens. Last Friday, American Airlines missed the deadline to come up with a contract that both parties could agree on. Flight attendants say they have not seen a raise since 2019. And since we're on the topic of holiday travel, AAA estimating more than 55 million Americans are planning to get on the road or fly for the Thanksgiving holiday. 5 million are supposed to take a plane. Now, it's been since 2005, according to travel watchers, that we've seen this many people traveling by air for the Thanksgiving holiday. But our Rebecca Schramm has been at the airport all day, and thankfully, she hasn't reported any issues at the main security checkpoint. Now, at the height of the rush, it was taking people about 35 minutes to get through. But when we checked in with her at the top of the 9 o'clock hour, she told us it was only taking 10 minutes for people to get through. And she got a chance to speak with the communications director for the airport. And he says the best traveler is the one who is prepared. I know that's right. So he suggests you take a look at the airport's website before you head there to make sure you know if there have been any delays, any cancellations to your flight. But thankfully, all of that bad weather and severe weather across the country, it got out of the way yesterday. So it doesn't look like we're going to have that as an issue today. But when it comes down to highway safety, the governor's office of highway safety says that 1.5 million people are going to be hitting the roads for this travel period. And keep in mind, coming back home will especially be crowded on the roads and the airports. All right, let's get you to our final story of the day. Tyler Perry selling the former mansion, and it looks like somebody got a deal. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because you may remember this huge, beautiful mansion. It was shown in Tyler Perry's hit movie, Diary of a Mad Black Woman. That was really the movie after watching his documentary just this past week, Maxine's Baby, which is great, by the way. Definitely need to check that out. But this is the movie that put him on the map. He had a lot of things that he failed at. This movie was not one of them, and this was where it was all shot. It recently sold at auction for $6 million. Now, guys, I'm talking a 16,000 square foot home that sits on 11.5 acres. It has 6 bedrooms, 7.5 full bathrooms. Look at that, a beautiful pool. $6 million? I mean, I'm not an appraiser or anything, but I would think that's got to be at least 10 to 12, right? At least double that price. So whoever was lucky enough to win that or get that house at auction, more power to you. Because that is nothing but beauty right there. And all for $6 million. As I always like to say, it must be nice. Well, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Some of us will be off tomorrow, but we'll be back here on Friday. Again, thank you so much, as always, for taking some time to spend with us here on the First Alert Desk to get caught up on some of those stories that are making headlines. Remember, the news always continues on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and, of course, the free Atlanta News First app. Again, at noon today, we're going to have more on that body camera footage that was released here by the Fulton County office regarding Deacon Johnny Holman's tasing death. We'll have more on that at Atlanta News First at noon. But for now, get out there, make it a great one, and happy Thanksgiving to you.